To start, you need a doming block. I got this one at Harbor Freight for $40. And you want the largest depression and the largest punch. To protect the finish of the bottle cap, we're going to put a 2-ply layer of paper towels. And we'll just shove that in there and start hammering out from the center. You see it's already starting to dome out. As you hammer the bottle cap, the seal will come loose, and you want to remove that so that you can get a better contact with the punch against the doming block. To help flatten out the ridges on the end of the cap, without the paper towel, you put it on its edge, cant the cap, and then you tap this front edge so that you can get a better contact where you need it. Then you just keep rotating the cap until all the edges are smooth. We have our two halves now. To make them join, we have to make sure that the edges are flat. And to do that, we'll take a flat surface, piece of sandpaper, and we'll just rub in a circle. Now while you're doing this, you want to match up the edges, and if the edges don't exactly line up, if you find that one half is slipping into the other, you want to file down the larger of the two. In this case, I can feel this side is a little bit larger, so we're going to keep on sanding a little more. Before we move on to soldering, we have to remove a small amount of the coating just around the seam. And to do that, I like to take a piece of sandpaper, put a curve in it, and just sand the edge. And you'll do that all the way around so that the solder has a place to stick to. Here's my soldering setup. It's a pair of pliers with a rubber band holding them shut. Now we'll take some soldering paste and we'll go around the entire seam. It doesn't have to be pretty because we're going to clean it up when we're done. We just want to make sure that we have the whole seam coated. Okay, then I'm going to stick this in my parallel clamp for a helping hand. And we have our soldering iron and our silver solder. We want to make sure that the soldering iron tip is clean, otherwise it's not going to work very well. And what we'll do is we'll place the soldering iron right at the joint. We'll place the silver solder right next to it, and we're going to melt a blob right onto the joint here. There we go. Got that loaded up. Now we have to get the bottle cap to heat up. And as you see, as it heats up, we can drag the solder all across the joint. It does get hot, so watch your fingers. Flip it around. And we're just kind of using like a paintbrush action, going all the way around the seam until it's done. Let it cool down and we can drill some holes in it. To clean off the residue, we simply use a paper towel. See? There you go. That's how you make a bead.